Friends, we are going to discuss the rest part of the fourth story of Flamingo, the rat trap. We have had seen so far that the tramp or the vagabond or the rat trap seller or the peddler, he moves into the forest after stealing 30 kroner notes from a person living in a white hut or grey hut. He does think that he is over smart, but let's see what happens to this person after he enters the forest. I told you that it was 24th of December, and when he tries to come out of that forest by the evening, he does not find the way to come out of that forest. He wanders from one direction to the other, from other direction to the other, but he does not find the way out of that forest. And that time there was no serial called Man vs. Wild, which could have given him the idea how to mark the arrow sign over the trees or to step on a high raised platform or on a tree and find out the way. And he was 55 years old. You must not forget that. He keeps on moving in the forest in order to find the direction out of that forest, but he was unable to do so. Everywhere he moves, but the way he doesn't get that. Finally, he falls down on the forest ground. The curtain of life was about to fall. He thought that it was the last moment in his life. Now his turn has come. He is the rat. The 3 10 kroner notes were the bets set to trap him. And the forest is a rat trap for him. Because though he is moving round and round, but he is not getting way out of that forest. From outside, he was wet from the dewdrops, and from inside, he was wet from his sweat. He thought that he would not be alive anymore. About at midnight, he heard hammer ringing on there, very far away. Someone is beating iron pieces using a large hammer. He muster all his courage, he collect all his courage and moves towards the direction of the sound. The sound was coming nearby. He sees that in the midst of the forest, in the middle of the forest, there was an iron workshop. In that workshop, the workers, the master blacksmith, and his apprentice were working, making iron tools. He asks permission to lay before the hearth, the furnace, and the master iron man. He admits him, he allows him to rest there because a number of beggars when lost their ways, used to come to that hearth, to that workshop. It was nothing new for them. So he is allowed to sleep near the furnace. He put his hat over his face and slept on the ground. The water was vaporizing out of his clothes, from his beard, from his hair. I told you that he was wet from inside and from outside as well. The owner of that iron workshop used to visit his mills, used to visit his workshop at midnight, after midnight, to see if his workers are working or not. He has the passion to become world's number one exporter in iron and tools. So that day also, he has come for the nightly inspection to see whether the workers are working or not. The first thing which he saw is that someone is lying on the ground near the furnace. To his curiosity, he puts the hats off his mouth, and at once the tramp stands up. He thinks that some police or some other person have come there to catch him, because he was a thief. He has stolen 30 kroners from the person living in the grey hut, from the crofter. That person living in the hut is called crofter in this story. Krofter. Crofter means a person who milk cows to make a living, to earn a living. He stands up, he awakes at once, and as soon as the owner of that mill sees him, he asks, "Oh, my dear friend, oh, captain, what are you doing here? Oh, you are such a bad condition. You are in such a bad condition. Oh, my friend, please come to me. Come to my home. My home is always open for you. Please come there. Had I been in the army, I would not have let you resign the job." When the tramp or the vagabond or the peddler or the rat trap seller hears the word captain and major, he is aghast. He is shocked that this person belongs to the police department, and he may be put into the prison because of that theft which he has committed. So, though the owner of the workshop tells him many times that please come to me, please come to my home, my friend, because he mistook him to be his friend because of that long beard and his appearance, physical appearance. But the tramp was predetermined that he will not go anywhere, and he slept back on the ground. The ironmaster went back laughing, and his workers understood that this person has not given up. After 1.5 hours, a horse cart comes there. A valet and a lady come out of that carriage, and she comes to the tramp. She puts off his hat again from his face, and she asks, "Uncle, please come to her. Please come to us. We'll celebrate Christmas together. There will be cakes, there will be so many things to eat. We'll celebrate together. We'll just decorate the Christmas tree and all. Please come to us. Please come with me. If you say after Christmas, you may leave the place, but please come with me at this point of time. And she requested in such a humble tone that Tramp was not able to refuse her. The valet has given a fur coat to the tramp. The tramp wears that fur coat, sits in the carriage with the lady. The name of the lady was, do you know the name of the lady? She was called Elizabeth's daughter. Elizabeth was the name of her mother, and she was the daughter of Elizabeth. She took him with her to the home. In the next class, we'll discuss the rest of the story. Thank you.